Fantasy Fight Night.
Hello, friends. Welcome to Fantasy Fight Night. Eldrin the Lorekeeper here. Today, we are opening a new series that will see us pose heroes with matching skills from across fantasy universes against each other. And boy, oh boy, do we have an exciting three-way contest today, featuring Legolas from Middle-earth versus Drizzt from the Forgotten Realms of the D&D universe, and last but not least, Lokhir Fellheart from Warhammer Fantasy. Let me introduce to you tonight's special guest, Lyra Silvervoice.
Greetings, everyone. I'm Lyra Silvervoice, a renowned explorer, bard, and adventurer. I have traveled across many realms, collecting tales of heroes, their legendary exploits, and their incredible abilities. Eldrin, what a magnificent contest we have today.
Indeed, Lyra. These heroes are known for their incredible combat prowess, agility, and skill with dual weapons, and most of all, unmatched courage. Let's dive into what makes them a great match against each other.
Let's start with someone I had and maybe still have a bit of a crush on, Legolas, the elven prince from Mirkwood. Don't worry, I will be impartial. He's a key member of the Fellowship of the Ring, renowned for his exceptional archery, agility, and fighting skill with his dual long knives. Legolas embodies the grace and lethal precision of elven warriors.
Then we have Drizzt, a legendary ranger dark elf. Known anywhere in Faerun, Drizzt is famous for his exceptional fighting skills with his dual scimitars, Twinkle and Icing Death. His unmatched swordsmanship and innate drow abilities, like dark vision and levitation, make him a formidable foe.
Lastly, there's Lokhir Fellheart, the dreaded dark elf corsair from the Warhammer Fantasy Universe. Leader of the Black Ark, Tower of Blessed Dread, Lokhir wields the red blades and excels in both naval warfare and dual-wielding combat. His ruthless tactics and combat prowess strike fear into his enemies.
We will compare them across 9 categories: equipment, training, hand-to-hand combat, ranged ability, tactical prowess, magical powers, notable adversaries defeated, number of adversaries killed in a single battle, and one-on-one combat. We will assign scores based on information in all our ancient records for each area and rank them accordingly.
The final total score will determine once and for all who is the best agile, two-weapon fighter in all realms. Guys, place your bets now in the comments, and don't cheat by skipping ahead.
Let's talk about their equipment. Legolas wields an elven bow and dual long knives. While his weapons may not have specific magical attributes, the craftsmanship of elven-made weapons is legendary in Middle-earth. He also wears light elven armor, which provides excellent protection without sacrificing mobility.
Drizzt's equipment includes his iconic scimitars, Twinkle and Icing Death. Twinkle has a magical blue glow and provides additional protection, while Icing Death offers resistance to fire. Drizzt also has mithril armor, combining protection with lightness, ideal for his agile combat style.
Lokhir Fellheart wields the red blades. They were forged from Indan bloodsteel, making them incredibly deadly. He also wears the Helm of the Kraken, an artifact that grants him regeneration and, hear this, inspires terror in his foes. His Sea Dragon cloak offers significant protection, making him a tough opponent to bring down.
In terms of equipment, the Kraken Lord takes the lead with his formidable array of weapons and armor, scoring 9 points, followed by Drizzt with 8 points, and then Legolas with 7. Let's move to training now.
Legolas was trained in the ways of the elves of Mirkwood. As we all know, they are famous for their archery and agility. His training under the guidance of his father, Thranduil, a skilled and experienced warrior and veteran of the War of the Last Alliance, has made him a great warrior, no doubt.
Drizzt's training began under the tutelage of Zaknafein, his father and the greatest weapons master of the Drow. He attended the prestigious combat academy Mille Magther in Menzoberranzan, where he bested all his rivals. Later in his life, Drizzt was trained by the legendary blind human ranger named Montolio de Bruche, also known as Mushi. This rigorous training in both combat and survival has honed his skills to perfection.
Lokhir Fellheart's training is steeped in the brutal culture of the Dark Elves, where only the absolute strongest survive. His combat experience on the high seas and in relentless raids has made him a master tactician and deadly duelist.
We have to give this one to the Drow, no doubt, due to the intensity and versatility of his training, 9 points, followed closely by Legolas with 8, and then Lokhir with 7 points. My favorite seems to be lagging behind for the moment, Eldrin. I don't like this. Ha 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 ha!
Early days, my dear. We still have 7 categories to review.
But let us see how they do in the hand-to-hand combat category.
Legolas excels in close combat with his dual long knives. He is using his agility to outmaneuver and swiftly dispatch his foes. But let's not kid ourselves. He does seem to have put a lot more practice in archery.
Drizzt, the Ranger of the North, is a master of dual-wielding scimitars, with his unmatched speed and precision making him nearly invincible in hand-to-hand combat.
Lokhir Fellheart, with his red blades, brings a ruthless and brutal approach to melee combat. He is a renowned duelist. No Duke of Bretonnia or Orc war boss will have a fun time if they find themselves facing the master of the Tower of the Blessed Dread.
Eldrin, I have to say, this is a very difficult one.
No doubt.
Drizzt is perfect in hand-to-hand combat, if such a thing is possible. I will have to give him a 10, but Legolas is not far behind with a 9, and Lokhir gets an 8. Phew, this was hard. Let's move on to ranged combat. I have a feeling this may be more straightforward.
Well, Legolas is a master archer, capable of absolutely incredible feats of marksmanship. His ability to shoot multiple arrows and the lethal accuracy of his shots makes him unparalleled in ranged combat.
Drizzt is a ranger. While primarily a melee fighter, he is also known to be skilled with a bow, but his focus remains on his scimitars.
Lokhir, as a Dark Elf Corsair, likely has proficiency with a repeater crossbow. They all do, don't they? But his main strength, without a shadow of a doubt, lies in melee combat.
Legolas is the clear winner in the ranged combat category, almost as perfect with a bow as Drizzt is with the scimitars, 10 points. Drizzt scores a 7, and Lokhir trails behind with a 6. But a fighter can't always rely only on his skills, and many battles are won by armies. So let's look at what we can uncover in our annals about their tactical prowess and abilities to lead in battle.
Legolas has demonstrated his tactical prowess in battles such as Helm's Deep, where he worked seamlessly with Aragorn and Gimli to fend off overwhelming forces. He is also seen giving commands to elven archers, demonstrating his leadership skills. He is also the Prince of Mirkwood, trained from youth to command, and one day inherit his father's realm.
Drizzt has led numerous expeditions and battles in the Forgotten Realms, often outsmarting and outmaneuvering his enemies with his keen, strategic mind. However, he is usually more of an advisor to Brunner Battlehammer rather than the primary commander.
Lokhir Fellheart is known for his naval strategies and has led countless successful raids and battles, showcasing his ability to command and inspire fear in his foes.
In terms of tactical prowess, Lokhir takes the lead. For God's sake, he is the commander of the Black Ark, Tower of Blessed Dread, probably the best admiral of the Dark Elves, 10 points. Legolas follows with 8 points, and then Drizzt with 7. Want to go to magical powers, Eldrin? This may also be easy to figure out.
Sure, Lyra. On this one, Legolas doesn't possess inherent magical abilities. He relies instead on his natural elven gifts.
Drizzt has several innate drow abilities, such as dark vision, fairy fire, and levitation. Even though they usually work best in the Underdark, he has an edge in magical prowess.
Lokhir's magical prowess comes from his equipment, particularly the Helm of the Kraken, which grants regeneration and inspires terror.
Okay, so on this one, we will go with Drizzt 8 points, followed by Lokhir 7, and then Legolas 5 points. Next we have an exciting one. Most notable adversary defeated. Go, Eldrin!
Legolas's most notable adversary is the Mumakil he brought down during the Battle of Pelennor Fields, showcasing his incredible skill and bravery. I don't care what Gimli says. This one counts for more than one in my book.
Drizzt has defeated powerful foes, including scores of giants, and most notably, the Tunner Re Ertu, a demon lord comparable in strength with a Balrog from Middle-earth.
The Kraken Lord's most notable victories includes defeating Sea Lord Islin, the commander of the High Elf Navy, demonstrating his tactical brilliance and combat skills.
For notable adversaries, Drizzt takes the lead with Ertu, 9 points, followed by Legolas, 8, and then Lokhir, 7. Now let's look at the number of adversaries killed in a single battle.
The son of Thranduil had a friendly competition with Gimli during the Battle of Helm's Deep, where he counted 42 kills.
Drizzt has been known to cut through waves of enemies, although exact numbers are often not specified. For fairness, we need to be sure we don't count Gwenhwyvar's victims.
The Pirate King, as Lokhir is sometimes known, has likely killed numerous foes in his raids, but exact counts are hard to determine. Plus, he will most likely unleash his corsairs to do most of the dirty work of killing common soldiers.
Based on available numbers, Prince Legolas leads with his verified count of 42, so we award him 9 points, followed by our Drow Ranger, 8, and then the Master of the Tower of the Blessed Dread, 7.
Lastly, let's now examine how each of these heroes fares in one-on-one combat against adversaries with similar skills. Legolas has faced formidable opponents such as Bolg, the Orc chieftain in the Hobbit films. His agility and precision make him a deadly foe in single combat.
Drizzt has a legendary rivalry with Artemis Entreri, an assassin whose skills rival his own. Their duels are the stuff of legend, showcasing Drizzt's mastery of dual wielding and his strategic prowess in one-on-one combat. By the way, guys, if you want to know more about Artemis Entreri, we have a video dedicated to him. The link will be in the description.
Lokhir Fellheart has faced numerous skilled captains and warriors in his raiding campaigns. His brutal and relentless fighting style makes him a tough opponent in any one-on-one battle. And I have to stress again, he is known as a formidable duelist in the Warhammer universe.
In terms of one-on-one combat, Drizzt Do'Urden has the edge due to his intense duels with Artemis Entreri, 10 points, followed closely by Legolas Greenleaf with his notable victories in The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings, 9 points, and then Lokhir Fellheart, who no doubt can give anybody a run for their money in a duel, 8 points. By the way, guys, if you made it to this point, can I ask you to smash that like button and maybe leave a comment below? It really helps the channel. Thanks. Now, back to our contest.
Let's sum up the final scores for our heroes across all categories. With the scores tallied, Drizzt Do'Urden emerges as the most accomplished warrior with a total of 76 points.
Indeed, Eldrin. Drizzt's mastery of dual wielding, his strategic mind, and his magical abilities make him a formidable opponent. However, Legolas and Lokhir are both exceptional in their own right, each excelling in different areas. Now that I think about it, we should have included a 10th category, handsomeness, where Legolas would definitely win.
In terms of one-on-one combat, Drizzt's superior training and combat versatility might give him the edge, but each hero brings unique strengths to the table, making them all legendary in their own realms.
Legolas, with his exceptional archery and agility, is a close second with 73 points, but always first in my heart. Lokhir's tactical prowess and brutal fighting style make him a strong contender, but with 69 points, he will need to content himself with third place.
What do you think, dear viewers? Do you agree with our analysis? Who do you believe would win in a one-on-one battle? Let us know in the comments below.
And don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more epic fantasy showdowns.